Last class we have discussed about the interior of the earth. I hope all of you have read that topic. Now we are going to continue the chapter with a new topic, that is rocks. Okay, we will study about rocks. Children, you have seen different types of rocks. Rocks are in different size, color, structure, right? So, what are rocks? We want to study the definition of rocks. What are rocks? Rocks are any natural mass of mineral matter that make up Earth's crust. You have already studied that Earth crust is made up of rocks. Then what are rocks? Any natural mass of mineral matter, that makes up the Earth's crust, that is called the rocks. You can see the rocks over there, okay. And the rocks are classified mainly into three types, okay. Which are the three types of rocks? They are igneous rocks, okay, then sedimentary rocks, then metamorphic rocks. Children, there are three types of rocks. They are igneous rocks, then sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Children, you know the word igneous comes from the Latin word igni, okay. The word igneous comes from the Latin word igni. That means fire. Igni means fire, okay. Then the word sedimentary, that comes from sedimentum, okay. And the word sedimentum is a Latin word that means settle down, okay. Then the third category is the metamorphic rocks. They the word origin from the metamorphos. That is a Greek word, metamorphos. That means change of form, okay. Change of form. So these are the three types of rocks, and you have understood how the word originated. Igneous from igni and sedimentary from sedimentum, that means settle down. Igni means fire. Then metamorphos means change of form, metamorphic rocks. Is that clear? Okay. Now, next we will study about each classification. We will study first about the igneous rocks. Okay, what are igneous rocks? Children, have you seen the volcano eruption in TV channels and all? See, volcano, when the volcano erupts, okay, it blasts out the, see, you can see the magma. This is the red fiery magma. It is flowing out of the volcano, okay. It comes from deep inside the earth and it comes to the surface of the earth. This is the magma, okay, flowing out from the, bursting out from the volcano. And you know the igneous rocks are formed from the magma, okay, which is deep under the earth. When the lava comes out, they cools down, okay, and they cools down and solidifies and forms what? Igneous rocks. You can see lava over here, that is called the magma. Then this molten magma cools down and becomes solid, solidifies and to form what? Igneous rocks. Did you get it? Yes. Now, these are different types of igneous rocks. You can see the different rocks on this picture. Now children, igneous rocks are divided into two groups. Okay, let us study that. What are the two types of igneous rocks? Igneous rocks are divided into intrusive igneous rocks, igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. They are divided into, what are the two types of igneous rocks? They are divided into two types, extrusive rocks, and you can see in the picture that extrusive rocks, it is formed, these are extrusive rocks, it is formed on the surface of the earth. Okay, this is on the surface of the earth. Extrusive formed on the surface of the earth, that means outside the earth. Extrusive igneous rocks are formed outside the earth. When the volcano erupts, the lava comes out, the molten magma cools the earth and forms extrusive rocks. Okay children, and it cools down very fast. On the surface of the earth, the magma cools down very fast. Okay, then it has larger grains. The rock such formed has larger grains. For example, basalt. Basalt is an example for extrusive rock. You can see over here basalt. Okay, it is an example for extrusive igneous rocks. Clear? Okay. Now we have the other type of rocks, that is intrusive rocks. Intrusive, the word itself says it is inside. So intrusive rocks are formed inside the earth, deep inside the earth. This molten magma, sometimes they cool under the earth itself, in the interior of the earth itself. Okay, and this type of, when they cools down, they solidifies and forms rocks. This type of rocks are called intrusive rocks. You can see intrusive rocks. These are intrusive rocks. See, under the earth. Okay, it is formed. This intrusive are formed under the earth. And this underground earth, it takes longer years. Okay, it takes several years to form into the earth. It takes longer time to form rocks. What type of rocks? Intrusive rocks. Okay. Now, so intrusive rocks, this magma cools down very slowly. It cools down, it takes longer time. It cools down very slowly, thousands of years maybe. Okay, and it has fine grained structures. This rock has very fine grains. It has, whereas extrusive has larger grains and it cools down very fast. But here it takes several years. Okay, then example for intrusive rocks are granite. You can see in the picture granite. This is, okay, this is example for which rock? Intrusive rocks. And you know that granites are very costly, right? It is formed under the earth and it takes thousands of years to form into granites or the intrusive rocks. Okay children, now you understood? Yes. Now we will move on to the next rock, that is the sedimentary rocks. I know you have learnt about the sediments. You have heard of sediments, the word sediments. Okay, the sedimentum means the settle down. Last year when you have studied about the plains, you have learned that the rivers, the water bodies, they carry sediments and deposit the river banks, and that is how the plains are formed. So the sediments, how these sediments are formed. Okay, when these rocks, okay, this igneous rocks, they roll down and they crack each other, then hit each other, then they they are broken into smaller pieces, okay, like small particles. Then these particles, these fine particles along with the sand and silt, they are called the sediments, okay. And these sediments are carried by water, wind, etc. Okay, we can call it weathering, okay, weathering and erosion. Due to the process of weathering and erosion, they become sediments, and these loose sediments are carried by the water and wind. Then they are again compressed. Okay, compressed means pressed together. Okay, pressed together and hardened to form what? Sedimentary rocks. They are compressed and hardened to form sedimentary rocks. So the igneous rocks, when they break into pieces, we will get the sediments, okay, and these sediments are carried by the rivers and other agents like wind, other water bodies, and they deposit it in, elsewhere, and there they hardened, compressed and hardened to form sedimentary rocks. Okay, you can see examples of sedimentary rock. This clay, then limestone. They are examples of what? Sedimentary rocks. Okay, now children, sedimentary rocks have certain features. Okay, they are sedimentary rocks. We can see layers. Can you see the layers over here? See, okay, this is formed in layers. Sedimentary rocks are formed in layers. Okay, can you see? Yes. So it has layers. Then it contains, sedimentary rocks contains fossils. You have studied what are fossils. Fossils are the remains of dead plants and animals. It's already trapped in the inside the rocks. They are called the what? Fossils. And these sedimentary rocks contains fossils. So they contain fossils and it has layers. Then another example, sandstone. This is sandstone. It is made up of sand. Okay, sandstone is made up of grains of sand. Okay, children. Now we will move on to the next type of rocks, that is metamorphic rock. Okay, metamorphic rocks, we have studied that the word metamorphos, the Greek word, it is the meaning of the Greek word metamorphos is change of form. Okay, so metamorphic rocks, they are formed when the igneous and sedimentary rocks change into other forms. Okay, that form is called metamorphic rocks. When the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks change their form under great heat, and there is a condition, under great heat and pressure. Okay, under great heat and pressure, this igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks can change their form. Okay, they can change into that form. Is that type of rock is called metamorphic rocks. For example, clay. Clay, we have seen clay, that is a sedimentary rock that change into slate. This is the slate. Okay, slate. It changes into clay, changes into slate if there is great heat and pressure. Okay, it takes longer years. Then limestone into marble. You have seen limestone. I have shown you the picture of limestone. Limestone can change into marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock. Then granite. Granite is a igneous rock that change into gneiss. Okay, granite change into gneiss. Okay, now you understood how are these different types of rocks are formed. Which are the different types of rocks? Igneous rocks, and igneous rocks are divided into what? Two types: intrusive igneous and extrusive igneous rocks. Then the second type of rocks are sedimentary rocks. Then you have learnt about the features of sedimentary rocks. Then you have studied about the metamorphic rocks. Now, children, uses of rocks. Rocks are used for several things. Okay, we use rocks for making roads. You can see the road. Okay, with the rocks. We use rocks for making roads and houses, buildings. Okay, monuments, and children also play with rocks. Okay, have you seen children playing? You know how to play the game, stone games. Okay, see, you can see beautiful house over here. Okay, and the granite, it is used to make. See, you can see the kitchen slab over there and a countertop in the kitchen. Okay, and beautiful houses are made with the stone and the rocks. Okay, now you can see the beautiful monuments, monuments in India which are made up of rocks. You see Brihadeshwara temple. Brihadeshwara temple is made up of granite. Okay, it is made up of granite. Then it is made up of granite. Brihadeshwara temple. It's a beautiful temple. Okay, you can see the picture. Then Gateway of India. Gateway of India is made up of basalt. Children, basalt is in Deccan Plateau in India. It is made up of basalt rock. Okay, basalt is the rock, lava rock. Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rock, and this Gateway of India is made up with basalt rock. Okay, now sandstone. India Gate is made up with sandstone. See the architecture. Okay, then Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world, it is made of white marble. Okay, it is made of white marble. Okay, see how the rocks are useful to us. Okay, now children, for today we will study these 2 topics: uses of rocks and the rocks, different types of rocks. That is given in page number 8 and 9. Okay, children, you have to read page number 8 and 9 and underline the important concept that we have discussed today. Okay, thank you, children.